Welcome back, everybody, to the Baby Back Rib Show, episode number 11.
Shout out Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, shout out. This is the special Larry Fitzgerald episode. Jeremiah is not with us anymore.
Again.
At least again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, prayers go out to him. We'll see what happens. But this is a very...
Why'd you make it seem like he died or something?
I don't know, man. The world may never know till he appears on a random episode.
I guess we'll never know.
But yeah, this is a little special playoff episode. I guess these will all be special playoff episodes. Very exciting. We had a crazy wild card round, but it was a lot of blowouts, so it wasn't super entertaining. But at the same time, it was because we had a couple upsets in here.
Yeah, it was interesting, I'd say.
It was very interesting. Definitely not the way I really expected it to go, to say the least. So we'll just start off by going through these wild card games. We can start off with the first game on Saturday afternoon, the Texans versus the Browns.
Yeah,
And
this is what kicked off Wild Card Weekend.
it was kind of a preview of how the rest of the games are going to go, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, for the first half of this game was
Close.
It was pretty entertaining. I was like, okay, this could be like a pretty good game. And then the second half just happened, and I don't know. It seems like that's kind of when the magic of this beautiful run by Joe Flacco kind of just withered away. Unfortunately,
his insanity run.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was back-to-back pick sixes that just killed any chance of them getting back into this game.
Yeah, it really is unfortunate, especially as someone who wanted to see the Browns versus Ravens in the playoffs. I think everyone wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but at the same time, this Texans team is really impressive, and
it's so fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. And it's cool to see a team that just picked second overall last year, playing in the playoffs right now, going to the divisional round, which is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of saw this team last year and was like, okay, they're about to start this, this little rebuild. They said, fuck a rebuild, dude. We're going to the playoffs. We're taking CJ Stroud. We're winning 10 games. We're winning a playoff game. Yeah.
Davis Mills got some action in here.
Yeah, he did. He did get a drive in there. I do remember that.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, it was definitely like I said, I think a preview to the rest of the games on Wild Card Weekend, because I feel like even a lot of the games that were kind of blowouts, there were still some points in it where you kind of felt like it was a little close.
Yeah.
We'll get to those games, but I would say this whole first half felt like it was a game, and then the Texans just on both sides of the ball ran away with it in the second half.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say my highlight from this game has to be Desmond King doing a fucking helicopter on the back of Joe Flacco's head,
dude.
Dude, that was insane.
Yeah, he did a whole Booker T spinning Rooney on top of Joe Flacco. That was incredible.
That was honestly the biggest highlight from this game, honestly.
It really was. But yeah, no. Shout out to just this Texans team, and just, I mean, they in that second half they manhandled the Browns, and I mean they kind of just exposed the weaknesses of this Browns team, which is kind of all over the board. I'd say the lack of having an elite quarterback and the lack of having a good run game.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the main things that that people have questioned about the Browns, even though they made it to the playoffs. They're thinking, how will they overcome that? And unfortunately they didn't.
Yeah.
So that's why you saw them basically get blown out in this game.
I mean, do you think that next year the Browns will be a Super Bowl contender with Deshaun Watson, or do you think it'll really make a difference?
I don't know, honestly.
I'm not a big believer in him anymore.
I'm not a believer in Watson either. I will say it'll definitely help when you have a healthy Nick Chubb, and that offensive line will be healthy again.
Yes.
But
as much as it was kind of embarrassing for the Browns in this game, you have to give it to Kevin Stefanski and this team for even going 11-6.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no,
with all the injuries they had.
Yeah, no, the job that this whole coaching staff as a whole has done, with honestly for both of these teams, Because I mean, you know, you talk about like Kevin Stefanski and the defensive coordinator over there for Cleveland. What's his? I think it's Jim
Jim
Schwartz.
Schwartz, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the job that they've done over there is incredible.
Insane.
And then you look at the other side with the Texans. You know, you got first year head coach D'Amico Ryans, and you also have their offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick, who's most definitely after this game is going to be a head coach in the league next year. You know, it's just a matter of where. Cough cough Titans cough cough.
Possibly.
But yeah, I mean really just yeah, just an incredible game. Also, a really good game from C.J. Stroud as well. I mean, in his first playoff game, 16 of 21, 274 yards and 3 touchdowns.
You know what's funny is I saw a video of C.J. Stroud on the Pat McAfee show before this game,
Yeah.
and this was after we made our picks, and they said something about how like the Browns were gonna win, and I don't know, I should have just known after that I should have picked the Texans because every time I see videos like that, the opposite happens.
Yeah.
It's just the way things go. But yeah, so congratulations to the Texans. I'm not even gonna talk any shit. I've already decided I'm not talking any shit about the Texans Ravens game.
Yeah, because this
playing it
Texans
safe.
team is like, I mean, we'll get to the picks, but
I don't know, man. It freaking scares me. Another AFC South opponent that is underrated, going up against the Ravens. Where have I seen this before? You know, so I definitely got like some flashbacks from this.
some PTSD.
Yeah, so I'm not talking any shit. I'm staying humble, and we'll just see how things go. Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
But
Is that fair?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next game. That very night, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Miami Dolphins 26-7.
On Peacock, by the way.
On Penis Cock, if you guys didn't already catch that. Our first streaming only playoff game ever, because we definitely had regular, like we've had Prime Video and stuff, but
yeah, I think this is the first like playoff game to be streamed. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think it was an insane game. I don't think if you didn't see this game because of that, I don't think you really missed much.
Yeah, no, you really didn't.
This is exactly how we thought it was gonna go.
Yeah,
Chiefs
except for Jeremiah, who for whatever reason picked the Dolphins to win,
and he picked the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl. But we're not going to talk about that. I want to see that.
We'll get into that later.
That man's brackets got to be in shambles at this point. Yeah, no, I mean it went exactly. The Chiefs are used to playing in the cold. The Dolphins are not. That's what everyone knew. And it kind of solidified the game for us, at least, not Jeremiah once again. But yeah, man, it was freezing there. Holy crap.
Yeah. Main takeaway from this game is just like, I just don't see it with Tua.
Really?
I don't, man.
I think Tua has the same problem that Dak has right now. He kind of reminds me like a young Dak, like where they put up insane numbers every now and then and they look really good, but then when the moments matter the most, they're nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
and that's what they're kind of in the same boat, to me at least. I think Dak is a lot worse because he's done it well a lot more times.
Yeah, a lot of playoff games.
And a lot of playoff games.
Yeah.
But I think to a certain turn of that player where people are calling him kind of like a fraud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I just like I see Tua and I don't think like, oh yeah, that's a quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with. Like, I don't know. I think
it depends. Because we have to remember, like, the Dolphins were playing in negative degree weather. Their offense can't run the same way that they like to run their offense when they're playing in that weather.
Yeah, no, looking at like the box score, the run game was awful.
The run game was awful. And they could have ran the ball more though. Like Raheem Mostert was averaging 4 yards a carry. Like we'll take that. Devon Achane was nowhere to be found though. But just when it's that cold and you're the Dolphins, the way you've been running your offense all season, you can't do that, and especially in the playoffs in Arrowhead against the Chiefs, it's going to be hard. But I also think that the Dolphins were really banged up in this game as well.
Oh yeah, no, this team was really hurt going into this game, and just
on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, for sure. Like both of their top edge rushers, Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, out for the year. I mean, just that in itself is
Huge.
yeah, that's huge for any team.
And even on the offensive side of the ball, I feel like their O line was pretty banged up
Yeah,
going into this game. Like all year they've been banged up, which is
yeah,
just crazy on how they've been able to run the ball so effectively.
yeah. And I mean, for the
But
Chiefs, like their defense has been really good this year. And I mean, they've had like a lot of guys kind of step up, like George Karlaftis and L'Jarius Sneed and Trey McDuffie, on the defensive side of the ball.
yeah,
And like that's kind of the thing that really helped them win this game by how many, by as much as they did.
yeah. Did you see the video of Patrick Mahomes' helmet,
Yeah,
like a
like
chunk
breaking.
of it just breaking off?
I did see that. Yeah, that was insane.
That reminds me of like Game of Thrones when like they fight the ice people and like their swords just like just
Oh yeah,
shatter
yeah,
because it's so cold. It's exactly what that was, bro.
yeah. It was literally that. He was just out there like fighting White Walkers.
Yeah.
That's what Mahomes is doing in this game.
Yeah,
Man.
exactly. Um all right, so we'll move on to the next game, which wasn't the Bills Steelers. That got moved to Monday night. But it was actually the Cowboys and the Packers.
Yep.
And this is the first of two games that are going to be really fun to talk about. Um, I mean, we should have expected this, but we shouldn't have at the same time. Like I did not. I thought for sure this was the one. This was the year that the Cowboys finally actually did something in the playoffs, and I was horribly wrong. I mean, from the get go, from the very first snap, the Packers just looked like the better team.
Yeah. I mean, I was honestly just shocked.
I was shocked too, but I also thought it was hilarious.
Oh, and I was like uncontrollably laughing throughout this whole game because it's like
So
again,
awful
again, dude, the Cowboys
on
just
both sides of the ball. Like it mainly was Dak, but at the same time, this defense was just getting like sliced every single play,
yeah. I mean, Romeo Dobbs was just
wide
that.
open.
That man, I shit you not, turned into like Terrell Owens in this game, bro.
But I can't clarify enough how open he was in this game. Like
I know,
the
dude. Like,
Cowboys secondary, which I thought was supposed to be above average,
dude, Deron Bland got cooked all day.
they
in
just
this
got
game, dude.
freaking toasted
It
the
was
entire time.
insane.
But yeah, I mean it's disappointing for my bracket because I really had confidence in the Cowboys this year. I should have known better. I'll never
Yeah.
do that again.
We got to like make it a note to ourselves to just not trust the Cowboys in the
Ever.
playoffs ever.
But I do have a question for you coming from this game.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think the Packers fired Mike McCarthy twice after this? Or do you think they'll let Mike McCarthy ride one more year?
You mean the Cowboys?
Yeah. But what I mean is obviously the Packers fired Mike McCarthy
Oh, okay.
and they
okay,
could
okay.
have just gotten him fired again.
Oh, I mean, I really don't know. I mean, if it were up to me, I would definitely look for somewhere else for a head coach because I mean,
There's a lot right now.
yeah,
The head coaching market is unlike any other in the past,
yeah, no,
like from what I can remember.
yeah, no, this head coaching carousel is just insane, and I think Mike McCarthy is just not it, dude. Like literally, his whole coaching resume has been carried by that one Super Bowl that he won in like 2011.
With Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, man. This was just embarrassing.
yeah,
Just
for
on
the
every facet.
Cowboys. I mean,
I
they
mean,
just
how are you gonna let at least the Eagles lost in an away stadium. It doesn't make it any better that they lost that way. But what I'm saying is, how are you gonna let a team have more playoff wins in your own
I know
stadium than you?
that's insane, and I mean,
Than you. That's incredible.
dude, I just feel bad for all the Cowboys fans in attendance just watching Jordan Love literally look so similar to Aaron Rodgers in this game, just slinging the ball and just basically doing whatever the hell he wanted this entire game.
Yeah.
And I cannot express I mean, I know Zach's gonna be really happy watching this because I mean, dude, Jordan Love, he looked so good in this game.
I don't know how the Packers keep getting away with this, man.
Yeah, they sprout elite NFL quarterbacks out of nowhere, and I was like, look, if you looked at it, like Jordan Love just made it look so easy.
Yeah, he did.
Like he
Um,
would just like barely put, like it looked like he would put like zero effort into throwing the ball, it would go like fucking 40 yards.
exactly how Aaron Rodgers looked. Like
Yeah,
I can't believe how similar they look. Like just watching them play um in this game. Like when I used to watch Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, every time he threw the ball, it felt like it was going to connect for like 20, 25 yards.
yeah,
Every time. And that's exactly the feeling I got when I watched this game. Every time I saw Jordan Love drop back, we're doing one of those like back foot, sidearm like
yeah.
throws. I knew it was gonna go like 30 yards into the end zone or 30 yards for like it's just a given
Yeah,
with
you
him.
already know it's going like straight to Romeo Dobbs. Just easy,
Exactly.
he did just like an easy play right there. And I mean, Aaron
Um,
Jones had like the game of his career in this game.
yeah,
Like
honestly,
dude, he
he
was
kind of got
insane.
overshadowed by Jordan Love, but he had a
Yeah,
really good game.
yeah, 21 carries, 118 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's just on the ground. I mean, he had another reception for 13 yards too. So I mean,
Honestly, really impressive. Like the Packers started off 2-5, which I honestly forgot about. Like they did not look that good the first half of the year.
but they were like by far the best second half team in the league, I would say.
Over the Rams?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I would say the Rams had a more impressive second half of the season. Are we counting playoffs though?
Well, in my head, I'm counting playoffs. I'm like looking at it
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, like because I'm saying the pack. I mean, no. That's a good shout saying the
I
Rams,
thought we
but
were talking about like regular season.
they were saying regular season. No, it's definitely a debate. I
I would
like,
go Rams. They went 6-1 or whatever, and their
yeah.
only loss was to the Ravens, and they had me sweating. I'm not gonna lie. Like they almost won that. It went into overtime, and they lost off a punt return.
Oh yeah, that was the Tylan Wallace
Yeah.
game. Yeah, I remember
So
that.
I don't know. I'd say their second half of the regular season was more impressive. But the Packers, yeah, this game from the Packers is probably the best game they played all. Is by far the best game they played all year.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball too. So I
hmm
mean,
Which is what you want to do in the playoffs. So
yeah, I mean, in this game, I feel like Jair Alexander really did kind of remind everybody like he is one of the best corners in the NFL.
yeah, that interception he had on Dak Prescott was pretty nasty,
Yeah,
especially when he wasn't even. No one even knew if he was going to play this game.
I know.
Um. All right. Well, let's move on to the Sunday night game, which was another team that we were just talking about. The Detroit Lions defeated the LA Rams 24-23. And this is how like I kind of expected this game to go, just a fight towards the end. I thought it
Yeah,
was going to be a little bit more high scoring, especially the way it started. But the Lions kind of died down and they were able to get the job done. And honestly, dude, I'm not even kidding you. Like I am so happy for Detroit fans right now.
oh yeah,
I didn't really know who I wanted to win this game, but after seeing all the Detroit's fans like reactions, like after they won the game and the Lions team and just the whole like energy of the stadium, I'm like a secondhand Lions fan now, honestly.
yeah. No, honestly, I feel like it sucks that one of these teams had to lose
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
game
Exactly.
because this was easily the best game of Wild Card
And I
Weekend.
have that same exact fucking feeling for the divisional matchup between the Lions and Bucks, but we'll
Yeah,
talk about that. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, just really cool for Detroit. 30 years is insane.
yeah, that's a long time ago without a playoff win. That's Jesus Christ.
30 years. Like I wasn't even a freaking sperm in the nutsack yet, and
I mean, yeah,
the
you're
Lions
not
were still
wrong.
losing in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's pretty crazy, though. I mean, good for them. I would say they're kind of a dark horse team in the NFC. Like I know everyone says that their defense, might allow them to get carved up, but people also said the same thing about the Packers, and their defense looked incredible against the Cowboys, which is one of the highest scoring offenses in the NFL. So if I think the Packers could do that, I think the Lions could do that. And could you imagine how fun it would be to have a Lions Packers NFC Championship?
that'd be so weird,
It'd be
but
so weird,
I'd be
but
so for it.
it'd be sick. Um, but yeah, man, honestly depressing that I am kind of like disappointed though in Lions fans for booing Matthew Stafford.
I mean,
Like after
it's
all that man has he didn't ask to get traded. Let's just get that out of the way. He did not ask to get traded and he put so much effort, so much work into the Lions for like what 12 years or something.
Yeah, it was like the better part of a decade. And I mean,
I'm a huge Matthew Stafford fan though, so I might be
dude, Matthew,
biased.
Matthew Stafford, I love Matthew Stafford. 'Cause
Yeah,
that
me
man,
too.
he's like one of those like type of quarterbacks. He's like, dude, if I have to like die on the field to win this game,
So
I'll
be
do it, dude. He's a fucking dog, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Cause dude, like I don't even know how he played through this game. And I mean, he fucking balled out.
Well, he kind of pulled a Tua. I thought he was concussed for a second. No,
Dude, did you see like that? Have you seen the clip of like what?
he was,
Yeah,
like looking up at the fucking stars
yeah,
and
get like
shit.
stepped on. Like Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
He doesn't give a shit though,
Yeah,
and that's what I love.
he's like,
That's what I
"Fuck it,
love
dude."
about him. You can't like. There's not a lot of quarterbacks like that left in the NFL today.
There really
I feel
isn't.
like Baker's like that, which is why I really like Baker. I'm a huge Baker fan, always have been, especially when he went to the Bucks. But yeah, dude, like Matthew Stafford, he's a dog,
Yeah, and I
official
mean,
dog.
I know the Lions won this game, but I kind of just want to talk about the Rams because I mean, dude, Puka Nakua might
Is
be
insane.
dude, like I'm dead serious. He might be like the best rookie wide receiver like ever.
He is. He 100% is, and he might become one of the best receivers in the NFL
And it's crazy because like
in the coming years.
yeah, because like when you're comparing like the best rookie wide receiver seasons, right? You're thinking of like Jamar and
Yeah.
Odell Beckham, like those type of guys. Those guys were like top picks.
Oh, they
in
were
their
top
drafts.
athletes. They were
Fucking-
top prospects
Exactly. And Puka Nakua was what, like a 5th round pick?
from BYU.
Yeah.
Freaking Dustin from Stranger Things out here breaking rookie records. Like, but I love him. I feel like he's such like a good character.
I know.
And,
It's just
it couldn't have happened to a better person. I feel like.
I know he's a really good dude too. It's so shocking because it literally just came out of nowhere.
No, and I hope that he's successful. I hope like next year he becomes like a top 5 receiver.
Oh yeah, no, like
Because Cooper Kupp's starting to look a little suspect, just with age, just
Well, yeah,
purely
I mean,
with age.
you know, I get that. Cooper Kupp, he's 30 now, and I mean, you know, he's not going to be, you know, elite forever.
No, not at that position. But yeah, I could see Puka realistically becoming like a top 5 receiver next year,
Yeah.
and in fantasy like top 3 maybe.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
especially if Matthew Stafford is obviously going to come back, but with him throwing the ball as much as he does with Puka, dude, GG's. He might be my first round pick next year. Straight up. I have him in our dynasty though, so I'm pretty hyped about that.
Dude, I love our dynasty league. But yeah, also for Detroit though, Amon-Ra St. Brown, can't rave enough about how good he is. I mean, like, he's just
He's an incredible receiver.
yeah. He just I don't know. I just didn't really like. I didn't think he would just be like this elite coming out of USC, which is kind of just what I'm shocked about.
I didn't either. I thought he was kind of like another slant boy, like Michael Thomas, but he's definitely beat those allegations, I feel like,
Yeah, for now. I mean,
for now.
yeah, he's definitely one of the top receivers in the league. And I mean, also
Sam Laporta played this game? I did
Yeah,
not
somehow.
I did not realize that.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
I don't know how he did that.
He didn't really do like a whole lot, but I didn't know he was playing. That's,
He
that's kind
was-
of crazy.
He was active somehow. I have no fucking idea how that was even like allowed, but
Legal.
yeah. And I mean, yeah, I just want to shout out this Detroit defense. They really held it down in the second half there, only giving up 6 points.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, shout out to guys like Aiden Hutchinson, Brian Branch, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Just great players.
I guess if someone told me at the beginning of the wild card weekend that one of the games was going to be close, I probably would have guessed this one.
Yeah.
Just because these teams are so similar and have so much on the line. So makes sense.
You know, like I remember like before wild card weekend got started, I was like, yeah, no, this will definitely be like probably the game of the week.
Yeah. 100%. No, it was a really good game. But I really want to talk about Oh wait, never mind.
Not
We got
yet.
one more game
We
to
got
go.
one more,
We
and
got
then
one more game.
We got one more game, then we'll shit on the Eagles.
All right.
So-
This was probably another one that was insanely predictable. My dumbass thought I could bet on the Steelers to win. I don't know why, but
Trying to
okay.
cook.
Do you want to hear like? I picked the Bills in our bracket, but I did make a parlay for the Steelers to win. Do you want to hear like my thought process behind it though? Just to like kind of make myself look a little smarter.
I mean, like before you say it, I just want to say maybe you thought like it would just kind of be like that thing where the Bills just forget how to play football.
No, actually, I thought,
And by the Bills, I mean Josh Allen, by the way.
and this is my fault. Um, I figured that, because I heard that Buffalo was just insanely snowy. They had to move the game. So I'm picturing like LaShawn McCoy running in the fucking snow like a suit like a snowball, dude.
You're just having like visions right
Yeah.
now.
So I had visions of that. I thought there would be snow falling. The field would just be horrible. And what do you do in a game like that? Like if you're on the offensive side of the ball,
You run the ball.
you run the ball. And I
Yeah.
figured the Steelers' run game was a little bit better than the Bills' run game. They play the Steel. That's like how the Steelers play. It's just really gritty. And so
Yeah,
I figured
they're
that,
more run heavy.
yeah. So I even on defense though, and I figured that would give them an edge and would surprise a lot of people. Well, then you have the stories about the Bills paying fans to shovel snow, and then I turned on this game and the field is just
Clean.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck, this is over." So, oh well. I shouldn't have trusted this shitty ass team. Fucking Avery, dude. He didn't even tell me to bet on the Steelers, but I still hate him just because he's a Steelers fan. But yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah, the Steelers did show up for this game. They were on the field.
they were on the.
That's really all I gotta say.
They made it close for a second,
Yeah, at the end there, I was
and
thinking.
I kind of had a little bit of hope.
Yeah, at the end, I was like, wait a minute, we might have something here.
And
But
then Josh Allen's like, "Nah, fuck you."
yeah, at the end of the day, Josh Allen was great in this game, dude.
Yeah, dude, Josh Allen played really good in this game. Dude, the funniest thing about this game is I remember I was driving home and remember it was 14-0 and I remember checking ESPN and it said the Steelers were at the Bills like 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, sweet, they're going to score." And I remember texting in our group chat like, "Please score." And then I get home and I check my phone and I just see you say LMAO and I'm like,
Oh,
"Fuck
yeah.
me." And I look at the fucking
Yeah.
score and it was an interception, dude. I was so pissed off because if they scored that touchdown, this would have been a much closer game. Like that end zone interception was huge because when they scored the touchdown to make it 24-17, it would have been 24-24 in the fourth quarter with like plenty of time left.
Yeah, I mean that's a 14-point swing you got there. So
that's really fucking annoying. But
yeah, I mean, damn, dude, it's just, dude, Mason Rudolph started a playoff game, dude. That's so fucking funny to me.
he didn't play like that. Other than the interception, he really didn't play that bad.
I don't know. I didn't think he looked
I would have
very
thought he
great.
would have played worse against the
true.
Bills.
Honestly, like that first half, I thought he looked pretty bad, and I was thinking like you should low key just see what Kenny Pickett could do.
Yeah.
Like I know it's like a hell of a mid off, but I will say like in Kenny Pickett's like one game of like the non Matt Canada era, he didn't look terrible, but we just haven't seen him at all for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, if you're the Steelers, like, dude, you got to get out of this like
Weird fun.
this like land
cycle.
of like this like land of like mediocrity,
Yeah.
dude.
Because this is like how I feel the Titans have been,
Yeah,
except a little bit worse. Like the Titans have always just been like right there where they're like don't even have a chance to really make the playoffs or do anything in the playoffs, but they like are there. And instead of being at the bottom where they can get a good player.
yeah, they kind of did that this year though by winning like 5 games. But I mean, the Steelers kind of need to look at that and be like, okay, maybe we should try that out, give it a go.
That's true. I didn't realize the Titans finished so bad. Holy crap!
Yeah.
They only won 5 games. Well, they won the last game against the Jags.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But so
but
they finished 5-12.
something like that. Yeah,
Damn,
they're pretty
I'm
bad.
Tripping. I thought they were like 7-10 or something.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the fucking Titans, especially not this year. But I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I do think the Steelers. I think it's time to move on from Mike Tomlin. Not because he's a bad coach. I just think they need like a
switch, a change.
Yeah, just like a fresh, like something fresh.
Like I still think Mike Tomlin's a really good coach.
Oh, I do too.
Because he took a team. I mean, we're talking about how they're in the land of mediocrity, but he still took a team that kind of had a lot of injuries this year and had some of the worst quarterback play from Kenny Pickett, or just like the most ineffective quarterback play ever, and still took him to the playoffs. Like it's pretty impressive. So I think you're right. I think he should take that to another team, and maybe the Steelers go with like a new direction, maybe someone younger,
Yeah,
someone to
I'm
bring
trying
their
to think of
life.
like someone who would fit here off the top of my head of like all the coaching candidates possible, and I don't know who it would be, but I would definitely go with someone with like more of like an offensive mind.
I mean, you could go with your boy, what the what's his name?
Who?
Bobby Slowick.
Bobby Slowick. Yeah.
That's not a bad one. He's pretty young
Oh
for a
yeah.
coach. Um,
I just don't think he would like. Well, first of all, I think it's already said that they're gonna rock with Tomlin for one more season. So
he's got one. Yeah,
yeah,
so they're like, you got 1 year on your contract. And man, just dip. Pulled a
yeah,
LeBron James. Um, yeah. I mean, but I think they should. I think you're right. I think that it would be smart for them to do that. Because if you're if you're the Steelers, what do you have to look forward to next year? And
exactly.
the same thing again,
Yeah,
because you're not going to win shit with Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett, no matter how good Mason Rudolph finished the year.
yeah. Barring like a big like just out of nowhere like if they get like Kirk Cousins or something, I don't see anything like going forward with the Steelers
No,
team with their current like quarterback situation.
no, which is perfect to me
Yeah.
as a Ravens fan.
Yeah.
So keep doing
Also
you.
in this team in this game, their secondary got like cooked.
Yeah, their secondary is horrible.
Yeah,
Minka
like
Fitzpatrick looks washed.
yeah, he's washed. And he's like what 27. Like how does
Yeah,
that even happen, dude?
yeah, he used to be like the best safety in the league. I feel like.
I know. I feel like literally at the beginning of the season, I was like, no, he still could be like one of the best safeties in the league. But I mean,
Honestly,
he
that's
did
what he
not look
gets
good.
for fucking blowing out Nick Chubb's knee.
Yeah, man, that is karma.
That's karma.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the best game of the week, baby.
Oh man.
Let's
For me, absolutely. This was
For me, absolutely as well. I can't handle uh, Philly in general.
yeah, dude. This was like our magnum opus right here.
Where is it at? There it is.
This game here.
All right, so I mean, I'm sure you guys have all heard it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 32-9. 32-9. Now, me and you both predicted the Eagles would get bounced from the first round.
Oh yeah.
Did we think it was going to be this much of a difference?
No, I did not see. I did not see the Eagles channeling their 2021 Arizona Cardinals and forgetting how
To play football.
Yeah, how to play football. Um, I'm absolutely shocked by the result of this game, or I should say the result, but like the margin of victory is just appalling to me. It's literally like this game is literally a repeat of the last time these two teams played in the playoffs.
When was that?
That was
When Tom Brady was on the Bucs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, just the fact that the Buccaneers and Packers both are in the divisional round a year after moving on from their all-time great quarterbacks is
Yeah.
just insane. And doing it against a team that was literally in the Super Bowl last year and kept a majority of their team, and mind you, added on to that team as well with fucking what's his face from Tennessee,
Oh, Kevin Byard.
Kevin Byard. Remember when they added Kevin Byard and they were 9-1? Everyone's like, "Well, great, this is the
Yeah, like look at this elite
Avengers."
secondary. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that fucking didn't happen. Apparently, when you go to Philly and Jonathan Gannon and Shane Steichen's not there, you just play like absolute shit. But I kind of want to talk about like how this happened. Like how did the Eagles do this?
No AJ Brown, honestly. I mean,
But Devontae Smith still played good. Like Jalen Hurts just went to him every game or every single
yeah, every play.
play.
Yeah, he
But
had 12 targets.
I mean more in a sense of like the Eagles going 1-6 to finish out the year. Not so much this game, because I know the problem in this game was they just like didn't even try. Like if you watch the Eagles try and tackle, they couldn't tackle. They looked like a Pop Warner team out there against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I mean, they just I feel like at the back half of that season, I feel like they really just got like figured out.
Yeah. Well, because remember when they were 10-1 and everyone's like, well, someone will figure out the tush push at a point.
Yeah, and I mean not even just that, just kind of the way that they've played this year. the offense because it just looks way less like creative.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just they're playing like a high school football type of like offense
Yeah.
where there's just like it's just lacking a lot of creativity, and they just like they keep I think they're just playing like way too simple, and it's just like that's what makes it easy to figure out.
Right.
Because I mean, last year you have such a you have a great offensive mind apparently in Shane Steichen, and I mean he just kind of elevates the whole offense. And I mean, same with the other side on defense.
Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah, shout out Jonathan Gannon.
Um. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to agree with that. I just feel like they got figured out and they just kind of give up. Because like the weird thing is they went 1-6 on like a stretch that was very winnable. Like they lost to the Cardinals, the Seahawks,
The Giants.
the Giants
Yeah.
to finish off the regular season, and then they get bounced round one by 23 points a year after going to the Super Bowl. It's crazy. I haven't seen something like this in a long time.
Yeah. By the Buccaneers. Like
By the Buccaneers, who was a team that like was fighting with the Atlanta Falcons to get into the playoffs,
yeah, this team barely made it to the playoffs.
and they just embarrassed you.
Yeah, this
Like-
this team a week ago put up 9 points against the Panthers.
9 points
9
against
points
the worst team
Panthers,
in
dude.
football.
And they're out there whooping that ass against the Eagles, bro. That's hilarious to me.
I feel like now I kind of want to see the Eagles versus the Panthers, see who would win.
Oh, give me that. It'd have to be the Eagles, right?
I don't know at this point. I really don't know at this point.
Be.
I don't know at this point. Like there was a minute there in the second quarter where it kind of looked like the Eagles were like making it close and they could come back. They got a little bit of momentum and then the Buccaneers just completely destroyed them in the second half.
It's just funny. I feel like I don't know. I'm just thinking about this now. I feel like when the Bucks stopped that tush push to try to get the 2-point conversion, I feel like that's when the Eagles were like, "Fuck, dude, God damn
Well,
it,
we're fucked."
Well, that's the only thing that works, dude.
The one thing that works in our offense this year has just gotten figured out in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this game like defensively was like a Todd Bowles masterclass. Though this was,
I think I
really-
love Todd Bowles.
he's Cardinals legend.
I
Todd Bowles.
love Todd Bowles. Like he is the most underrated coach in the league, where he's not like out. He's so quiet.
Yeah, he's a chill dude.
He's just he's just coaching his team.
Yeah, he's
No one talks about Todd Bowles.
He's just vibing in Tampa right now.
He
Like,
is.
He's just chilling.
And I feel like he's making such a good like Baker Mayfield has gone on to say, this is the best situation I've ever been in the NFL.
Yeah,
And it's got to be a lot in part of Todd Bowles' coaching style.
yeah. I don't know who the offensive coordinator over there is off the top of my head, but I
don't
mean,
either.
yeah. Shout out to them, and I mean, shout out to the job that they've done. I mean, they basically kind of like replicated what like Tom Brady did last year with the stats that Baker Mayfield has. Like if you look statistically, it's very very similar what Baker Mayfield did this year and what Tom Brady did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But this was just really embarrassing. I mean, the NFC East is just, I guess, used to getting embarrassed in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. But I mean, yeah, no, once again, I do want to shout out this Tampa defense. Guys like Kalijah Cansey really like showed out in this game. Just kind of like he was like a nightmare for Cam Jurgens on the offensive line for the Eagles there. And I mean, he was kind of like that. Like Jurgens was kind of like the weak point of the Eagles O-line in this game. And I mean,
Yeah.
Todd Bowles was like, "Hey, Kalijah, just go at him every
Just
play,
literally.
every play." And I mean, you kind of saw how good that worked in
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah. No, he's a very good defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
But for how good he is at the defensive side of the ball, this offense has been pretty good this year for the Bucks. I'd say a lot better than people thought.
Yeah. And I mean, I
Baker
think
Mayfield, obviously. I mean, if we're counting playoffs, I think Baker is definitely winning comeback player of the year.
yeah, I think they do decide on that award before the playoffs though. But yeah, no, I think he's definitely in consideration there. And I mean, we'll talk about all that stuff when we
Yeah.
get to like our awards episode.
I just don't know like how much, because comeback player of the year, it's kind of a weird award. I don't know how much like games played has to do with Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're doing the debate with Joe Flacco versus Baker Mayfield, which one gets the edge? Is it Baker because he played the whole year? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I
'Cause
mean, you also
dude,
got to consider what they came back from. Like, let's say someone like literally died on the football field and then came back the next season and actually like played
no,
snaps in the
no.
NFL. That's kind of impressive
It's
in my
impressive,
opinion.
but I don't think he should win it. I just don't.
We'll get to that when we talk about our awards, but I mean, yeah,
I
it's
I have a feeling you're right. I have a feeling that he will get it, but I
yeah.
think someone who put in just a lot of work this year and a crazy like dude Baker Mayfield I thought was gonna like be out of the league after last year.
Yeah, no, dude, he was on the I remember he was on the Panthers, and there was like it was this image that of him like playing like on the D line, basically, kind
Yes,
of like yeah, on the Panthers
on the Panthers, which is now the
last year.
worst team in football.
Yeah,
Um, and he got cut by them. Then he goes to LA, has a couple good games.
he really did kind of get like his like swagger back. I feel like when he played for the Rams, like he kind of
A little bit.
like he started to kind of like look a lot more comfortable and kind of like play
He did
like
not look.
Baker Mayfield.
Who was the coach of the Panthers last year? Was it Matt Rule for a little bit?
It was
And
Matt
then
Rule, and then he got fired, and it was Steve Wilkes.
I think coaching has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
really do think so. Like his confidence,
Yeah,
because he just did not look comfortable on the Panthers like at all.
yeah.
Um, but all I gotta say, man, is the Browns could kind of use a guy like this.
Yeah,
You
like
know what I
this
mean?
type of quarterback,
Like this type of quarterback,
yeah,
kind of a match made in heaven almost.
yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could picture him in a Browns jersey.
I really
You know,
could
I feel like
too.
I feel like he look
Even
pretty
without Photoshop.
good. Yeah, but I
Um,
mean, also, I think Baker Mayfield's gonna he should get a bag in free agency.
is he a free agent this year?
I think
Did
so.
they sign him to a 1 year? I feel like you're right.
I would assume. Let me see if I can see his contract situation right here.
Like his numbers this year were like kind of elite numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be a free agent after this season. So
I think they'll keep him. I
yeah,
think if you add to the offensive line, okay, I think that's goal number one is beef up the offensive line. Tristan
yeah,
Wirfs, really good tackle.
awesome, dude. Yeah, this is also
But
just want to say this is Tristan Wirfs' first year playing left tackle. It's literally like nothing is like
Yeah.
changed for him. He's still
Yeah.
so good.
I think you keep him at tackle and you get some you kind of just improve the run game a little bit. Because I would say that was the Buccaneers' main weakness this year was their run game. Even though Rashad White had like a good second half of the year,
Yeah,
their run game was atrocious, like
Yeah,
on
I
a
was
yards per carry basis.
yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I was like watching Rashad White in this game, and I don't think he really looked that great. So in my opinion,
No. Oh, and this takes me back to a point I was gonna say at the Steelers. I was trying to remember what it was. I know we're on a different game now, but one last point for that Steelers Bills game.
yeah,
I think 100% the Steelers need to start Jalen Warren next year.
yeah,
1,000%. Like just watching that game, I would see Jalen Warren in there, run the ball, and he would turn like a 5 yard gain into a first down, and then they would put Najee in, and he'd get just stuffed after 2 yards.
it's kind of like what it was like for the first half of the year,
Yeah,
where it's like.
but I just think Jalen Warren's so consistent.
No, I'm on this, dude. I'm on the Jalen Warren hype train with you, dude. I
am
love
too.
Jalen Warren. I think if he got like workhorse type touches, like dude, he could be like easily a top 10 running back in the NFL.
He could be like a lot like what James Conner was
Yeah,
when he was on the Steelers.
yeah,
We've talked about James Conner. He's probably one of the most underrated running backs in the league.
yeah. A lot of underrated players over there in Arizona.
Yeah, Greg Dortch,
Fucking love Greg Dortch,
Trey
dude.
McBride.
I feel like McBride's getting his flowers a little bit.
A little bit, but I think since he's on such like a not good team this year,
I mean, yeah, they still won 4 games, so. But
they're
yeah.
not the Panthers at least.
I don't even know how the fuck we started talking about the Cardinals. This was a playoff
I
episode.
I don't fucking know either. You're right.
Hey man,
Let's talk
I'm not
about the
complaining,
present. But realistically though, I think if they can get this run game going for the Buccaneers in the coming years,
yeah,
they could avoid a rebuild.
Yeah.
Truly. Because I think their offense is set if their run game gets improved with a good offensive line. And then you have a really good defensive coach in Todd Bowles. Draft a couple young players on the defense. They already got a really good receiving core.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
just-
Mike Evans is a free agent, I think, so they gotta bring him back.
Definitely. But you keep Mike Evans, you keep Chris Godwin. Man, this is like an underrated team next year. And they're still alive. They're still in the playoffs right now. So, I'm talking like they just got eliminated and they need to look into the offseason. No, it's the fucking Eagles. I don't know what the Eagles. Let's talk about the Eagles for a second. What are the Eagles going to do? Because I told Paige after this game, Nick Sirianni's 100% getting fired.
You know
It
what?
hasn't happened yet.
You know what sucks?
Huh.
I don't think he's gonna get fired.
I don't think he is either now.
I think it's gonna be like a Cliff Kingsbury type thing where it's like,
They write it out.
yeah, they're gonna have this year, and I think the same thing's gonna happen where the Eagles are probably gonna suck again. Like you're like, oh, now
It
we're
is
good.
Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, but here's the problem, dude. Eagles fans are not gonna like that. It's like,
Eagles fans were like dumping popcorn, like throwing popcorn at him.
yeah, like they're gonna want like Nick Sirianni fired like midway.
They're
through
going to
the
want
season.
his head.
Yeah, and it's not gonna pause, and it's not gonna happen. Like,
I don't know. I don't think so either. But just looking at like Howie Roseman and I forget the Eagles owner's name, looking at their reactions as their team was just getting molly whooped on the football field,
Yeah.
kind of gave me vibes like they were fucking done. But it is like in their defense, it is kind of where you're like, okay, well, this coach took us to the Super Bowl last year and still took us to 10-1. Do we?
no, dude, they gotta get rid of Nick Sirianni or like somebody, dude. Because who the fuck's like, yo, this defense isn't working. Let's get Matt Patricia in here.
Oh my gosh, whose decision was that?
I forgot.
Was that
about
Sirianni's?
I don't know.
I don't
whose it
think-
was,
I don't
but
think it
Jesus
was.
Christ.
Horrible.
Like,
Matt Patricia should be not even
He
coaching.
should be exiled from from football.
He shouldn't even be a water boy at this.
Yeah,
at this
he
point.
ruined the Lions like even more than how bad they were. And I mean, like then he went back to the Patriots and sucked there. How do you suck with the Patriots?
Wasn't
Especially-
he like but didn't the Patriots make him like their offensive coordinator or something?
Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird.
It was so stupid. It was like him and another defensive coach like shared it.
To be fair though, that can work sometimes, like flipping like a defensive guy to offense, because I think that's what Bobby Slowick did. I think.
How does that work? That makes no sense. You have a coach that their whole set of knowledge and skills are on the offensive side of the ball, and you're like, yeah, I want you to coach defense, or vice versa.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense because they don't. That's not what they're accustomed to. But I mean, on the flip side, really good coaches have to be able to do both because they want to become head coaches.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Also, by the way, offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers, Dave Canales, who is definitely someone who's going to get some looks at head coaching positions.
see, that shit makes me depressed because I already know like the Ravens. If John Harbaugh doesn't like retire or something, and after these playoffs, depending on what happens, I know we're gonna lose Mike McDonald and
Todd Monken.
Todd 100%. At least I know for a fact we're gonna lose Mike McDonald. That dude is
Yeah, I think Mike McDonald. I think he's definitely gonna.
he's
be
such a
head
good coach.
somewhere.
I would be okay with if John Harbaugh retired, we just move up Mike McDonald. I would be so happy.
Honestly, with all the candidates out there, like, I also wouldn't be shocked if they just
If he
maybe
just
stay.
rode one out,
or
I hope
yeah,
so.
maybe they just stay
I hope so.
because there's a like, dude, fucking
That's true. It's
like you
so
got you got
sad.
to compete with fucking Bill Belichick, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe some of these like coaching candidates will just say, hey, let me stay back for another year.
I just look at Mike McDonald. He's a young coach. Like he'll be really young.
Yeah.
And like Bill Belichick is an amazing coach, obviously. But like, how does he fit in with another like team's culture? Because he just brings his own culture. And
Belichick.
I just worry if he goes to a team like the Chargers or something that just doesn't mix. And then you sign this 70-year-old coach. How old even is he? He's old.
He's in his 70s. Yeah.
You sign this 70-year-old coach probably to a ludicrous contract, and then it might not work out and you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean,
Like what happened with Josh McDaniel.
oh god, that dude's a Jesus Christ.
That dude should never see the football field ever again. He should never
should,
even be
man.
able to watch football on the TV.
For real.
I don't know how we got in this talk about shitty coaches, but
No, I kind of like this little coaching talk we're having though.
it is
'Cause-
good. It
'cause I
is
feel
good.
Like, yeah, we didn't really like kind of talk about that last week because we were kind of like so stuffed with like all the stuff
Just
we were.
stuffed up. Pause.
Yeah.
No. It's good to talk about, but who are some other shitty ass coaches?
You know what I was thinking about?
Jeff Saturday, like, didn't he just He had
Yeah.
that one win and then he just did shit.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it, like about kind of like the head coaching carousel. I was thinking like, Mike Vrabel's like a, like, he's like he's just there now.
Yeah.
And like, I was thinking like if he gets like a head coaching job, who he's probably gonna bring in as his offensive coordinator?
Don't even fucking say his, don't even
Dude,
fucking say his
I
name
was
on this
thinking about it.
podcast.
I was like,
Don't
dude,
even
it's-
say his
I'm like,
name.
that's so gonna happen. It'd be dude. It'd be the
Honestly,
it'd be the funniest thing if Mike Vrabel goes to the Falcons and he's like,
nope. I don't even want to fucking hear his
could
name.
you imagine?
He's just, I'm back.
It's like, yep, gonna bring in him as my offensive coordinator.
What's that LeBron quote again? When he went back to Cleveland?
I'm back.
I'm back. That's
basically.
Arthur Smith.
Yeah, or like
Fucking
Michael
Falcons.
Jordan in 90, 96.
run it
the Bull-
again.
Yeah, just run it back.
I don't think the players would like that.
Absolutely
I have a
not.
feeling the players probably hate Arthur Smith, especially Bijan Robinson.
Yeah,
Although Bijan Robinson seems like such a good guy, he probably doesn't.
dude, I would feel so bad for Kyle Pitts. Like I feel so bad.
I
for
would
that
too.
dude.
He'd be like, he's probably so excited right now. Then that would just crush all of his hopes and dreams.
I know.
But
But yeah, that was just a thought I was having because I was thinking about like some of the coaches and stuff like that.
Arthur Smith's in that same tier as like Josh McDaniels and Matt Patricia. I don't ever want to see his face again. His stupid fucking face.
But I'm just letting you know, there's a solid chance. That
I've heard it. I've heard of that
Yeah.
chance because Arthur Smith was. That's another reason for me to fucking not like Arthur Smith. He was the offensive coordinator when the Titans beat the Ravens in 2019. Like, no, this guy just needs.
Damn,
to
y'all for real lost to Arthur Smith. That's crazy.
No, fuck that shit, dude. That was like Arthur Smith when he like kind of was like smart, but I think after that he just like.
Well,
I don't know.
He
I
got
think
a
like
head coach and was like, "Watch me big brain this shit, dude." It looks like no.
I think an alien like came down and just like took all of his like football memories and knowledge,
I know.
and he just became the shittiest fucking head coach ever.
Yeah.
He wasn't even, dude. He wasn't even like good enough to like suck right.
I'm
That
laughing
came
because of
out
that.
really
I'm not
wrong.
laughing at that, but it's like you're right, dude.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Like
know
I
what
feel
you're
like
trying
when
to
he
say.
came in, the Falcons were like, "All right, don't overthink this. We're gonna suck. It's okay. We're gonna get a good pick." Blah blah blah. And he came in and he's like, "You know what? No, I'm gonna try and fucking win with this team." And
We're
they just
winning
went
7
so
games
mid.
every year. We're drafting like these 6 skill position players on offense, and we're still gonna win 7 games.
Big brain time, bro.
That's insane.
You know who his dad is, right?
Yeah, he's like the CEO of FedEx.
FedEx.
Yeah, so
He
he's
doesn't
loaded
even
with
need
money.
to coach. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
loaded.
I don't know why he's coaching. So you should just not coach. Just don't ever come back.
Yeah, just chill at FedEx, man.
Don't ruin any other high draft picks players' careers, please.
Yeah, don't ruin like any other like generational type prospects at their position.
All I do know is that whatever team he does go to offensive coordinate, to coach on the offensive side of the ball, I'm not going to draft any players in fantasy from that team automatically. He could go to the Dolphins, bro, and I'm not
I feel
touching
like-
Tyreek ever again.
I feel like with Vrabel, it wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you saw it work in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like when he was head coach, that's when that's when shit hit the fan.
I mean, it worked
But-
in Tennessee, but all his game plan was
Just get
give
the
it to
ball.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So
It's like, oh shit, we have to throw it. Okay, Ryan, this is what you're gonna do. Look for AJ Brown. Then there you go.
was AJ Brown on the Titans the year they beat the Ravens? He was, huh?
Yeah.
Was he? I think he might have been a rookie or maybe in his second year. I can't remember.
I think that might have been second year, but it's whatever. Yeah. I mean, he was on the team though when they did beat the Ravens.
I'm trying to think of some other shitty ass coaches throughout the years. They were just so bad.
Oh, what's up, Cliff Kingsbury?
Cliff Kingsbury, yeah.
Oh God.
But I mean, at least he like brought some success to the Cardinals. Like Josh McDaniels and those guys just. Oh, Hugh Jackson.
Oh no.
Hugh Jackson.
Jackson. I almost said Hugh Jackman.
I was
Fucking
gonna-
Wolverine, dude. But also,
He's in a tier of his own. Bro.
God, dude, remember Urban Meyer?
Oh my gosh!
Remember that like 14 games in
Do I
Jacksonville?
remember Urban Meyer? That guy
Uh,
fucking sucked.
And then last year with the Broncos, dude, Nathaniel Hackett.
Oh yeah, and then he beat the Broncos. The Jets beat the Broncos this season.
year.
Everyone thought it was like his like he was No, he's still a shitty ass fucking coach, bro. The
Yeah,
Jets had one of the worst
the only
offenses.
Reason, the only reason he has that job is because he's cool with Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The Jets.
absolutely.
I watched a video about this, but basically the Jets kind of fucked themselves over for letting Aaron Rodgers just pick whoever he wanted on the team because they all suck ass.
Yeah, that's a
Alan Lazard.
Alan fucking Lazard.
Alan Lazard, bro. Tim Boyle. Randall Cobb's like 70 years old. Like the Jets just said, all right, yeah, whoever you want, we'll take him, and he just picked the shittiest fucking players.
Bro, dude. Fucking Alan Lazard, bro.
I just have I get the feeling that like the Jets are like I'm trying to think of like a good comparison, like almost like the Clippers of the NFL, where like even if they go and trade for Devontae Adams, they'll just be cursed, or like he'll get hurt, or like he'll just play like shit as soon as he gets to New York. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do know what you mean, and I mean, for Jets fans out there, I'm hoping that does. I hope something like that doesn't happen, dude. But yeah. I mean, do we have any other thoughts on this Tampa Bay Eagles game that we
Yeah,
were
oh
talking
my
about?
gosh.
We just kind of went on a tangent
Not
there.
really.
But-
I mean, I just think if you're the Eagles, my advice would be to probably part ways with Nick. I think Nick Sirianni could still like come back as a head coach, just given his resume. But I think he needs to go be a coordinator or something for a couple seasons to earn his marks back.
Yeah.
But I think if you're the Eagles, you part ways with him and you take a look at this insane coaching tree, or not tree, but this insane coaching, all these coaches that are out here that you can pick up
Yeah.
while
Also-
you can. Because next year, it might not be that good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna look very pretty for the Eagles, especially if like Jason Kelsey, if he retires.
He did retire.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know Adam Schefter came out and said that, but like Jason Kelsey also kind of like combated that. He was like, I don't know for sure what I'm doing. So yeah,
Alright.
but I mean, I think he'll probably retire. But
I mean, the way he reacted after the game kind of is.
yeah, and I mean, honestly, this defense isn't very promising outside of like the front seven. Like these linebackers, they suck. You have Zach Cunningham, not good. You have the corpse of
Another
Darius,
Cunningham.
or not Darius, Darius Leonard.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did he play that game?
Yeah, he's bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, the secondary is going to be a year older of
Just torched.
Darius Slay,
Darius
and James
like
Bradbury.
hurt his.
There's no fucking way they're bringing James Bradbury back, right?
That man is,
Washed.
dude. That man.
Ever since Debo Samuel was like, you're trash, he's been like actually trash. It's insane, dude. Debo Samuel, just from pure hatred, like wheeled that into existence.
That's
bro.
like Muggsy Bogues when Michael Jordan called him a fucking midget. He just like it was never the same.
I know.
Yeah, man. I don't like because we're talking about the Steelers. What do you have to look forward to? If you're the Eagles, what do you I mean, you have a star-studded offense,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we've also seen them completely underperform. Other than really, I mean, AJ Brown's been kind of consistent, but holy balls,
It's
dude.
actually the first game that AJ Brown missed as an Eagle, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know damn well he was trying to get out there, dude.
Oh,
That
for
freaking
sure.
Hurts. Okay, so that's a recap of all of our amazing wild card games. Now we're gonna take a look at the divisional games. There's 4 of them, and we're gonna predict the winners and kind of analyze a little bit, analyze the game a little bit. So, I think the first game is the Texans and Ravens.
It
so
is.
let's go
I
ahead
have
and-
it pulled up here.
You have it pulled up?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just nervous just because it's my team, and I know if the fucking Ravens lose to the Texans round 1, I'm gonna get clowned so much, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's why I'm also being humble. I'm not talking my shit, man. I'm not talking my shit.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Honestly, this game I think will be really fun.
I think it will too. These teams obviously played each other week 1, but that's like centuries ago. Like,
Yeah.
this is these are 2 new football teams when that
Absolutely.
game happened.
Like I'm looking at the spread here, and Baltimore's favored by 9 points.
I don't think it'll be that much of a difference.
I don't like Okay, yeah, no, we'll do our predictions. I think the Ravens are gonna win. I think it's gonna be by 9 points though, but I think this will be a close game.
Do you think it'll be high scoring or low scoring? Probably high scoring, knowing the Texans.
Yeah, I would say so. Just because, I mean, yeah, no, CJ Stroud, like him and Nico Collins will just find some ways to make big plays here.
Let me tell you though, I would have never expected to be playing the Texans in the divisional round at the If you told me the Ravens were playing the Texans in the divisional round at the beginning of the year, I would have told you you're fucking insane.
Like, did they get prime Deshaun back or what?
Yeah,
Like something like that.
I don't know, man, but this is just crazy. Really cool for the Texans, but I'm predicting the Ravens as well. But I'm excited to watch this. I'm nervous. Like I get so nervous when the Ravens play in the playoffs. It's not even crazy, just because I've had my heart broken so many times since they've won the Super Bowl. So, but I think the Ravens feel that at least Lamar Jackson feels that pain from 2019, and will lock in. Hopefully,
Lock in.
lock in. I don't want to talk about this game too much, man. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, Lamar. All you got to do is lock in, bro.
Lock in,
You're all
bro.
good.
All right. So I think the next game after that is the 20th. It's
Packers Niners.
Packers Niners is that
Yeah.
night? Okay, so this is an interesting game to talk about. Kind of like it's kind of exact same situation as Ravens Texans, where this is like an overperforming team, the really exciting young quarterback. I'm gonna have to go Niners. As cool as this Packers story is, I don't know, man. The 49ers are a different football team than the Cowboys.
Oh, no, absolutely. I like the 49ers are like, they're on a different level. They're on a different tier than the Cowboys for
Yes.
sure. Like when it comes to NFC teams, I mean,
But even like, and the thing about the 49ers is, even their losses this year have been so close. Other than the Ravens, because, the fucking Ravens. Other than that Ravens game, their losses were like so close.
yeah,
They were never just kind of like blown out of nowhere at all this year. So that's why I feel like they're just a much different team than the Cowboys. They execute a lot better. They're more locked in,
they really
if you will.
are. And I mean, they have players that have like, they've been to the Super Bowl. They've like they know like how to play in the playoffs,
Right.
basically.
And I mean, it doesn't help that I feel like every time the 49ers and Packers play,
49ers win.
the 49ers just, they just
Yeah.
kind of own them. The same way the Packers own the Cowboys. Like,
I mean, yeah, no, if Jordan Love wants to like immediately be like more beloved in Green Bay than Aaron Rodgers, just win this game. And then,
dude,
like,
dude, if the Packers win this game, it will be unbelievable.
dude, get the fucking statue ready for Jordan Love. If
I
that
kind of
happens.
hope they do, to be honest. I really do, because it will just make these playoffs so fun and like kind of strengthen why I love the NFL playoffs so much. Because when you watch basketball, the majority of the time, the better team, the more stronger team wins, because it's a 7-game series. So
Yeah.
even if they, lose the first game, they're gonna come back and win the next. In the NFL, you get one fucking shot. You get one game.
Yeah.
You lose, you're done. And it doesn't matter how good you are. If you just have a shitty night like the Cowboys did, you're done. And that's what I love about football.
Dude, you gotta stop trying to talk me into taking the Packers here.
I
man.
don't, dude. I'm kind of talking myself into it, but I can't.
I'm gonna go with the Niners.
I am too, unfortunately.
I just think they're the better team on paper. I think they're just gonna win this game.
Yeah, so we're both going Niners.
And then we move on to the Sunday games here, and starting off with another NFC matchup. Gonna be the Lions and the Buccaneers.
This one will be a fun one. I'm rooting for both teams, honestly. I love Todd Bowles. I love Dan Campbell. I love the Lions. I also love the Buccaneers. I love Baker.
You love the goofball.
The goofballs chill like that.
He is chill like that, bro.
So I don't know. I don't know who I want to win this game or who I think will win this game. I think people are saying like the Lions will definitely win, and I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think you can count out the Buccaneers, man.
Dude,
Especially because we've seen the Lions randomly just play like shit a lot this season.
Let me look at the Lions' losses real quick. See if there's any like.
Interesting.
ones.
There was one against the Packers when the Packers weren't playing that good.
Yeah, let's get the Packers, and they have a loss against the Bears by 2 scores. Then you have that one loss against the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Bears one was weird. Like they just have some weird like games.
Yeah. In week 2, they lost to the Seahawks, and they got fucked up by the Ravens.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I think
I think in this case, we need to take a look at the Buccaneers and Lions' strengths and weaknesses, right? The Lions are really good on both sides of the ball, or both aspects of their offense, like running and passing.
Oh yeah.
They're really balanced. But I feel like their secondary can get torched sometimes.
For their defense.
For yeah. For
Yeah.
both teams though, almost. I feel like the Buccaneers have had weird games where like Derek Carr torched them like
I remember that.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I could very well see this being a shootout. I want to say Lions. Dude, I don't know.
Dude, it's just
I
so
don't know.
it's so funny because like whichever team wins this game, then they'll be one win away from being in the Super Bowl.
And both of them seem ridiculous.
It's like what?
either of them sound ridiculous. Like the Lions being one win away from going to the Super Bowl. Never seen that in my lifetime.
Dude, Tampa Bay post Tom Brady being a win away from the Super Bowl.
This is why I love football.
Shut the
man.
fuck
this
up,
is why
dude.
football
Like
is amazing.
If someone would have told me that, I'd be like, dude, what type of crack are you on?
Dude, that's why I love football.
Yeah.
This is where like these opportunities can happen.
Fuck it, dude. Give me the Buccaneers.
Are you going Buccaneers?
Give me Baker, man.
Okay, I feel like I have to go Lions then,
All right.
but I kind of have been leaning Buccaneers.
Dude, I don't
too.
know. I don't know. Like, this is like a pure, like, just gut feeling. I'm just like, for some reason, I just see, like, I see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this game.
Just making a Cinderella run.
For whatever reason.
Fuck
yeah.
it, give me the Bucks too, dude. Give me the
All
fucking
right,
Bucks, bro.
fucking less,
Fucking
dude.
Cinderella run is gonna
Oh my
continue.
God.
Let's do it, man.
It'd be so sad if they lost by, like, 30.
It would be depressing, but I could see like the Lions losing to Baker Mayfield in the playoffs. Like it would just be a Lions thing to do, to beat Matthew Stafford and then lose to
Just
Baker
lose
Mayfield.
to Baker.
And I feel like this would just be like Baker's fuck you. Like
Just fuck everybody, dude.
yeah. Which would be sick. Fuck it, bro. Give me the Bucks.
God, man.
Imagine if Bucks Niners
NFC championship.
NFC Championship. Nick Bosa versus Baker Mayfield. Talking
Again,
shit
dude.
again. No, I think they would get molly-whooped by the Niners, to be honest.
Dude, they'd lose by like 40.
but it would still be fun.
Like Baker Mayfield would look like fucking Nathan Peterman out there, dude.
Dude, he
But-
got some action the other day.
The Peterman?
He did against the Packers on the last game of the year. I was like, "Oh,
Oh
It was
yeah,
like
that was the.
it was like the Rick Dalton.
What? Yeah, dude.
He came
I
out
do
for like
remember
2 plays, and then
Yeah, that was against the Bears, huh? Because I think he's. On
no, he is on the Bears.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like the Packers against the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so our last divisional game. This one's gonna be the hardest to choose. 100%. I already know my selection. I already know your selection.
You're damn right.
Oh,
You're damn right, bro.
But we got the Chiefs versus the Bills in Buffalo this time, though. So Kansas City doesn't have the Arrowhead advantage. But I think
Patrick
we both
Mahomes'
know.
first AFC playoff game away from home.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than the Super Bowl, but
Well, yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I just have a gut feeling that the Chiefs are gonna win, like in some stupid way. I feel like the Chiefs always do that. Like in the Super Bowl, even in the AFC Championship last year against the Bengals, they just always win in these frustrating, stupid ways, and I just get that feeling in this game, especially after the way that the last Bills Chiefs game ended, where Kadarius Toney was just completely offsides. I could just see something stupid like that happening again, and I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm sticking to my bracket, but
If you're sticking to your bracket, I'm gonna stick to mine. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
all right.
I mean, as I've said, it seems like ever since they got a new offensive coordinator, the Buffalo Bills, since they promoted Joe Brady, they've just been like a buzzsaw, basically.
Yeah, they've been really good.
Like they went on,
But this is a really good Chiefs defense.
It is.
The best Chiefs defense we have seen in the playoffs since the Patrick Mahomes, takeover. That's just what scares me.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, hold on, it's a dumb. Sorry,
honestly,
go ahead.
like I'm picking the Bills one, dude. I'm just hoping we get like another fucking all-time great playoff game like we did the last time these two teams played in the playoffs.
Is it gonna be really snowy? Probably, huh?
I mean, I'm looking on ESPN right here. It says the game time weather is going to be about 20 degrees. Don't know there's going to be any snow though, so that's good because I want these two teams to throw the ball with the quarterbacks that they both employ.
Yeah. Um.
But I think the Bills. I think the Bills are a better team. The last time these two teams played in the playoffs, I just think they're more well-rounded. I think they've kind of figured out, hey, we should run the ball, and I don't know. Just something tells me that the Bills are gonna win this game.
All right, I respect it. Well, that's our predictions. So, according to me, the AFC Championship would be the Ravens Chiefs, and the NFC Championship would be 49ers Bucks. And then according to you, same NFC Championship.
Yeah, the AFC will be Bills and Ravens.
Yes.
So
But anything can happen. The Packers could win again. I might put
Yeah.
money on the Packers just so I can get bank.
yeah, I might put money on the Buccaneers just so I could also get bank.
Um,
We'll see what happens.
but we will see what happens. I'm super excited. I should have worn my Ravens jersey to support today, but honestly, I'm gonna wait till after next week. I'm just gonna wait.
See what happens.
Just oh shit! Did you see this? The Jim Irsay found unresponsive at home
I did not see that.
in
What the hell?
December though. So
Oh,
not okay.
okay. I was like, wait a damn minute.
Why is this popping up?
yeah.
How did we not hear about this? So is he like in the hospital right now? I think after that dance he did with his team,
I was going to say
he
the same thing after
He just like
after
collapsed.
dancing to Meek Mill.
Yeah, it says in December. So I don't know what the fuck.
That's really fucking.
It's like it
random.
just came out like recently. 11 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 1 hour ago, 17 minutes ago.
That's really weird.
So they're like just not saying anything about what's going on with them.
I mean,
Well,
fair
anyways.
enough. But I mean, speaking of breaking news, we have basketball to talk about.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so,
I don't even know. Let me pull up the trade real quick.
So earlier today, we're recording this on Wednesday, January 17th, by the way. Earlier today, the Indiana Pacers went out and acquired Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors, and in return, the Toronto Raptors got Bruce Brown and three, not one, not two, three first-round picks.
Holy shit.
So, honestly, I mean, what are your thoughts on this trade? What are
Well,
your initial thoughts?
I saw it at work
yeah.
and I was like, whoa. But I didn't really look at what it is. So I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
So the Raptors receive. Okay, so hold on. Let me just, in case you guys haven't seen the trade yet either. The Pascal Siakam got traded. The Pacers acquired Pascal Siakam. The Raptors received Bruce Brown, Kira Lewis Jr., Jordan Nwora, two first-round picks, and a 26 first-round pick. And then New Orleans just gets cash considerations. Is that it?
Yeah, I know the Pelicans were kind of like involved in it, like it was like a random third team. But
So basically, the Raptors are the So the Raptors got Bruce Brown. Was Jordan? Yeah, Jordan Nwora was on the Pacers, and then 3 first-round picks for Pascal Siakam.
yeah,
I mean,
on an expiring deal, by the way.
why would the Pacers do that? Like, are they
Uh,
competing right now?
Absolutely, dude. They're still on the top of the East right now. I say the top, but they're the 6th seed. But I mean, in my opinion, I love this trade for the Pacers.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, because
Okay, well, from the way you said it, I figured you didn't, but
I do. Like,
I was gonna say it doesn't look that bad.
no, this is a really good trade for the Pacers. I mean, this is kind of them putting like I feel all their chips on the table and saying, "Let's go out and fucking win a championship."
And this is kind of the Raptors saying, you know what, let's chill.
Yeah, let's chill. Let's kind of finally enter that like rebuild mode.
Yeah, because they haven't been in a rebuild mode in a while. They've just always been sticking around the middle.
Yeah, it seems like the Pacers are finally kind of reaching that level of like, kind of trying to compete for a championship. And I mean, I mean, going out and trading for a star player like Pascal Siakam to pair with guys like Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner and Benedict Mathurin. I mean, my God, I mean, I'm just thinking about it. I think this is like a great trade for the Pacers overall, and I'm shocked that the Pacers actually pulled the trigger on it because I feel like
They're not the team to do that.
yeah, they're always kind of that team that's just fine with like barely making the playoffs.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, just kind of proved me wrong completely.
That's kind of cool. Are they going to compete with the Celtics? I don't think so.
I don't think anybody's competing.
I
with
don't
the
think
Celtics.
anyone in the East can compete with the Celtics, and the only person really in the West. Holy shit,
the West
dude!
has been fun this year.
I'm
dude.
not gonna lie. I have not been paying attention to basketball this year.
Yeah,
Football has been so fun. Like, the Thunder are second in the West. When the fuck did that
the
happen?
Timberwolves are number one.
Well, Timberwolves are number one. I kind of knew that, but the Thunder, where did they come from?
Shea and them, bro. Shea, J Dub, Chet.
Child predator.
Yeah, that guy.
The Clippers are actually fourth, so it looks like that trade paid off for them.
Yeah, like right after like the episode where
We
we're
start
like,
shitting on them.
yeah, right after we started like shitting on them because they traded for James Harden, they were like, actually, we're gonna win like 10 games in a row. So
Sick,
that really helped them out.
sick. You're welcome, Clippers. You're welcome, LA fans.
Yeah,
The Lakers are 10th seed right now.
yeah, it's pretty typical. I mean,
Damn, they're cheeks, bro.
yeah, this is nothing new. But right now, we're just looking at NBA standings, and I mean,
Yeah, I apologize. I just
Yeah, I
have
mean-
not been paying attention to basketball at all.
no, it's all good. We kind of like put a lot of focus into football recently because I mean, it is like it's the playoffs. You know what I mean? And we're
Well,
kind of in the dog days of the NBA season right now.
That and my favorite team in the
In the NBA,
NBA is the Warriors, and they're in shambles right now, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see the coach that died
yeah, that happened like a little bit ago.
like a couple hours ago?
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy.
I know. That's really sad, dude.
I saw because I saw the first story that said he like had a medical emergency last night, and then all of a sudden I checked again like an hour later and it said he died. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, dude, R.I.P. That's really sad.
I know. That's really sad.
Yeah, the Warriors have not been playing good this year.
Yeah, no, they do not look good at all.
And why the fuck did they even try to get Chris Paul? Like, that just made no sense.
I don't know what
the
the thought
get-go.
process of that was.
He's like 60 years old, I want to say.
60.
So,
I think it was just like they had to get rid of Jordan Poole, I guess. And they were like, well, this is really the only guy available. But yeah, because I guess maybe the Warriors are kind of saying, okay, are we gonna stick with Draymond? Are we gonna keep Jordan Poole? Because I mean, there's no way we can have these two guys playing together still.
absolutely not.
But yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Chris Paul. He's thinking, all right, bet I get to play with Steph and Clay, all these guys. Finally get like another shot at the championship. Before like I'm finally in like the twilight of my career, and it's like the Warriors, they start to suck.
They're just donkey cheeks, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, just want to point out the Suns had like an insane comeback win last night against the Kings. They were
shit.
like
Word?
they finished the game on like a 32-8 run.
Holy shit.
They were down by like 20 points in the fourth quarter.
That's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah.
They end with a 23-4 run.
Yeah, it was insane.
Grayson Allen is like Steph Curry, apparently.
Dude, he's like, I shit you know, he's been so good.
That's
for
what
the
I've
Suns.
heard.
Yeah.
I've heard he's played really good on the Suns so far.
He really
He looks
has.
like he's like 40 years old, so.
Dude, he looks like Ted Cruz.
He
He
does.
look like Ted Cruz.
Holy shit. He does look like Ted
Like
Cruz.
younger Ted Cruz.
Bro, let me pull up Ted Cruz, bro. That man.
Welcome to the podcast, y'all.
He totally is. Dude, Ted Cruz is just like a fat version of
I know, dude.
fucking Grayson Allen. That's actually hilarious. Bro, you can't tell me there's a difference.
It's the same dude.
It's the same guy.
But still talking about basketball, I do want to say I think the Suns role players really do need to step up because it's been abysmal this year. Also,
I could have predicted this though.
yeah. Also, Frank Vogel. I feel like low key you might need to learn some Chinese, buddy, because I don't know.
I never was like ecstatic about that. I know they brought him in because they were like, "Oh, he's a defensive-minded coach. Our biggest weakness will probably be defense. He will help us."
It was just like
And
weird.
yeah, no, I don't think it has at all.
because it's like when they fired Monty Williams, it was like, okay, like I guess, because it's like back to back years of you getting blown out in the playoffs, and it's like okay, maybe it's just time for a change, but it's like Frank Vogel.
Out of everyone,
Yeah, like I get it. He like won a championship in the bubble or whatever, but it's like
Mickey Mouse ass ring, bro.
yeah,
Come
but
on.
I don't know. Like when they hired him, I was like, I had to like talk myself into it when they hired him.
Yeah.
Like I was never like, yes, Frank Vogel, let's go,
Even just
dude.
like his name is like Frank Vogel.
Like-
Vogel. It just sounds like you're just like, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like he's been a good coach like in some places. Like I think he was the coach for the Pacers when they were kind of like.
Let's talk about like some shitty ass basketball coaches. Steve Nash.
Oh my god, hey man,
Horrible.
hey man, you can't talk about Suns legend Steve Nash like
I'm
that.
just
I
saying,
know he was
a
awful as head
shitty ass
coach,
fucking
but-
coach.
Yeah. Who's some other ones?
I think the Suns are probably my favorite team now.
You're just switching over just like that.
I don't really care. I've like always been
so funny.
I've always been like a Warriors fan, quote unquote, but at the same time I've just loved basketball. I just like a handful of teams that I root for, and then a handful of teams I don't root for, and that's it. The Lakers, I can't stand.
You're not rocking with Lay Pookie
Let me go through my list here.
of all your favorite teams in the NBA.
No. Like I'll go least favorite first. So the Celtics are on there. I don't like the Celtics. I don't really fuck with. I didn't really fuck with the Nets when they had like every all-star imaginable, and then they still lost. Let's see here. I don't fuck with the Mavericks
Yeah, fuck the Mavericks.
just because of how they embarrass the Suns like every year.
God, that was so sad.
Really sad.
She got me like PTSD.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up.
No, it's all good, dude.
And I don't fuck with the Lakers. I don't fuck with the Rockets. I don't care how bad they are.
I hate the Rockets.
Yeah,
I don't know
why.
why I hate the Rockets. I just
I like
don't them.
Şengün, but I don't like the Rockets.
I like Şengün too. But yeah, no, I'm just not a big Rockets.
And I don't fuck with the Spurs.
I'm cool with the Spurs.
I don't fuck with them.
I fuck with the Spurs ever since they whooped LeBron's ass in like 2014, and I was like, oh my god, Kawhi Leonard. That's when I became like a Kawhi Leonard fan, to be honest with you.
All right, so I do fuck with. I fuck with the Pacers.
We're just yapping at this point, dude.
I fuck with the Pacers.
Yeah,
I
shut
kind
up.
of fuck with the Magic a little bit.
Yeah, no,
They're kinda cool.
I like Paolo Banchero and them.
Yeah. And then boys over there in Orlando.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you name me the Magic's head coach right now?
isn't he, dude? Isn't he like a black guy with like a really basic ass name?
I mean, kind of.
What's the first letter of his name?
Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Jamal.
Yes.
And I'm not just saying that because like I actually Jamal. Not Jamal Lewis. No, that's
No.
a running back for the Ravens.
Starts with an M.
I'm about to look because Jamal. What's the second letter?
Oh.
Jamal. I don't fucking know.
Jamal Mosley.
Okay.
Jamal
okay.
Mosley.
I'll say Jamal Moon. I don't really know basketball coaches that well because they're just kind of boring.
I was thinking about that too. I'm like, sometimes I'll just think and be like, who's the head coach of this team? I'm like, wait a minute. Who is the head coach of this team? Because sometimes I'll just forget.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just like I know like Detroit Pistons are obviously I forgot his name, but the guy from the Suns.
Obviously, and then just forget. Yeah, it was Monty Williams.
Yeah, Monty Williams.
Who got
But like the
paid.
Wizards head coach, I could not fucking tell you who that man is.
I want to say it's Wes Unseld Jr.
I cannot tell you who. I honestly,
Okay, it's Wes Unseld.
I honestly couldn't tell you who the Grizzlies junior coach is.
You don't know the Grizzlies coach? You don't know Taylor Jenkins? He's been there for a minute.
Oh wait, I do know him. I do know
Yeah.
him. My bad.
I was
My
gonna
bad. My
say.
bad. No, I do know him. I do know him. Just not off the top of my head. The Thunder still have Mark
Yeah, they
Dagnall
Mark
or whatever.
Dagnall, yeah.
Timberwolves. Who the fuck is their coach? Oh, isn't that really young guy?
No.
Wait, who was their coach?
Unless they made a change. I think it's still Chris Finch.
Oh, okay. Probably. I don't think they would have changed that.
Yeah.
The Bucks is still Mike Budenholzer.
No, he got fired.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's Adrian Griffin now.
Oh, as in AJ. Oh yeah. Because
Yeah.
his son plays for the Hawks.
Yeah.
I know the Cavs coach, JT Bickerstaff.
It's JB, but
JB
yeah.
Bickerstaff.
We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you.
The Heat is Eric Spoelstra. Shout
Yeah.
out Spoelstra. He's probably like one of the oldest, other than Pop. He's probably one of the oldest coaches.
Yeah. I
Longest
think
tenure.
he is the second longest tenured head coach.
He's been there for forever.
Yeah. We just got a big extension, by the way, so congrats to him.
Yeah. I saw that right after he got divorced.
Yeah, post divorce.
They waited. That's freaking
Dude, the
sick.
Heat dude, Pat Riley's a real one for that.
That's
Yeah.
a real G move.
For real.
I don't know, man. I'm just yapping at this point.
We really are.
But yeah, fuck the Lakers.
Yeah, I guess the moral of the story is congratulations to the Pacers for going all in and getting Pascal Siakam.
That's a good move. I like that. I
Yeah.
respect it.
I mean, and if you look at the return that the Raptors kind of got for both OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, not bad. They got some pretty good players. Like, they got Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett. Back
Oh
in those
my
trades.
gosh.
What?
That fucking OJ Anunoby. We didn't really talk about this on the pod, but that
We really
trade was
didn't.
not good.
It was just like random.
It was really random, but it wasn't good for the Knicks. Why would the Knicks trade RJ Barrett and Quickly? They're both like,
I mean,
just
it's
key pieces. I feel like to their
it's
young
worked
core.
though. Because
It's worked so far?
Yeah, they're winning. Like, I know they're the 7th seed right now, but they've been good since that trade.
They've been winning recently. They went on like a little cheeky
Yeah.
5-game stretch.
Yeah, I want to say I don't remember when they did that trade. I want to say they did that trade like on the 30th of December. But yeah, they've been on a pretty good run since trading for OG. So it's worked.
All right, respect to them then.
Yeah.
But it just was really random still.
Yeah, I was like the same way when I saw like the final trade. I was like, okay, I feel like it was kind of like a lateral move.
Yeah, for both teams.
Yeah, but I do kind of like RJ Barrett on the Raptors a lot.
Well, he's from Canada, so it's like
Exactly.
it's like a little Cavalier return.
Yeah.
He just looks good in like a.
Like a Raptors jersey.
It looks like natural for some reason.
I know. It looks right.
All right. Well, I don't know. Are you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, no, I think we've done
I
enough
think
yapping
we've
for today.
yapped enough.
Yeah.
This is definitely a yapper episode.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
we kind of
Got
went
carried
a
away.
little long there, pause. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's really all we've got.
Make sure you check out the games this weekend and let us know who your guys' picks are. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube or follow on Spotify, whatever you listen or watch on, and send this to your friends, your family, your loved ones, your grandparents, dude, whoever. You never know who's gonna like the show. So
Yeah, I mean, if you like us, give us a good rate on Spotify, like us on the YouTubes, show the pod to your friends, your family,
yeah.
all those people. If you don't like the pod, then just be quiet, please.
Just shut your mouth, Grandma.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, guys, we will see you guys in the next one. Later.
Peace.